Welcome to Galactic Shaman. This is Dr. Carmen Smith, and today we're going to talk about energy vampires. How to protect your own energy when it seems like you're just being drained. Yes, energy vampires. If you've never heard that term before, Dr. Judith Orloff, who introduced me to empaths, and I've been an empath all my life, but I've never heard that term before until about 20 years ago when she introduced it. And she's a psychiatrist, and she talked about empaths as feeling other people's energy and feeling the energy of an environment and just being very, very sensitive to everything around them. And so when she introduced the term energy vampires, what she was talking about was when you're around people, there are certain people that drain your energy because they don't have any internal way that they recognize to generate their own energy. So our energy is generated from within, that spirit within. And there are people that have never learned that they are the source of any energy and they need to replenish and have self-love and self-care. But when you're around people that are insecure and do not feel good about themselves, they are drawn to people, usually in social situations or maybe you have friends, they're drawn to people where they can be around and they feed off of or feel nourished or feel very alive based on another person's energy. So if this has ever happened to you, you'll know what I'm talking about. That sometimes you can be around people and they don't make you feel good. They make you feel smaller or diminished, or you don't feel good around them. And it's almost like you walk into a room and you feel really alive and you're ready to go, but then there's something about that other person, and maybe it's their words, maybe it's their actions, or maybe it's just being around them, where you begin to feel like a little bit of you is taken away. And basically what they're doing is they're sucking your energy so that they can feel more superior over you. So let me give you an example. Maya Angelou was telling a story about her relationship with a gentleman that she was starting to date. And it was a new relationship, but she noticed that each time he gave her a backhanded compliment, like, because of your weight, that dress might not fit well or whatever. It was kind of like he was trying to give a compliment, or maybe he was just trying to be nice, but it was coming across as if it was taking pieces of her away from her. She said it was like little duck bites. And she said that it was like a duck picking away at her ear. And she said that she knew deep down in her spirit that if she continued in that relationship, there would be nothing of her left. It would be like tiny bites every day. And that's kind of what an energy vampire is. They take little bites out of you every day to where you don't even know who you are anymore and you don't feel like yourself. So it's so important knowing that there are energy vampires out there, and we're not going to stop living our life and we can't change another person. It's so important that you always replenish your supply of energy, and you do that through self-love. I've made a couple of videos about filling your cup. Filling your cup part 1 and filling your cup part 2 will be linked below. But basically those videos give so many examples of where you can increase your vibrational energy. And it's so important to do that and find ways that you can do it. Whether that's gardening, getting out in nature, doing art. And I often tell my clients to do at least 4 creative things a day. And they start out doing 1, and then they start out doing adding something to that, and before you know it, you're up to 4 creative things that you can do every day. And going for a walk is very creative because you find things that you hadn't seen before in that walk. So have a creative life, replenish yourself, because as you go out into the world, you're going to find people that are afraid, that are insecure, that are not living their best version of themselves, and they will definitely try to sap your fabulous energy because they don't know how to create it within themselves. And so when you run across those people and situations, just remember to replenish yourself. And it can be just as simple as an Epsom salt bubble bath. And so as we walk through this world, we're going to encounter situations that don't fit our vibration. Never diminish your vibration, always replenish it, because you know who you are. You're a galactic shaman.